in a place you're not familiar with, and there's no manual given to you. There's nothing explained. The speakers I can't understand. It's a lot of confusion, like the entire process, and it's weird. You have nobody you really hang out with, nobody you know. So if you're in a cell with someone like, yo, like I live like 50 miles.
All right, so I gotta ask, and I know this is always weird because it's always a little embarrassing, but walk me through the first time, the first day you go upstate with the big criminals, like I said, because these are real murderers that you're going in there with. Yeah. These are people that are never going to come home.
Absolutely. There's actually there was a 19-year-old. He went up there, had 18 years. I just found out from Jesse yesterday. I guess he got stabbed up and killed last year. No, not. Yeah, you go. But he I guess he got stabbed up and killed like last year or something up there. And he was just a young boy. But we all right. So they come to my cell at 4 a.m. and wake me up. I'm in county. And they'll, get up, take you to the holding up front. You sit in the bird cage. We'll give you breakfast. And that was when I found out that like a 40-year-old man that I'd been in there with was there for like 256 counts of child pornography. And I knew he was slow, like, mentally, because we were sitting there, and he was like, I don't know what it's like going up there. And I was like, I don't know, bro, I ain't never been up. And young boy was like, what are your charges? And I was like, I'm resentenced on a felony for criminal mischief. He's like, you and dude's like child pornography, and I was just like, yeah, you should probably just
away from
keep
me.
That away from everyone. Bro. You can just stay in that corner. Don't tell anyone else.
I'm surprised he even said it to you, man.
Yeah.
Stuff that
no, he said it in the cage in front of 8 people in
county.
My gosh. And the CO was like, yeah, you're gonna want to just
don't
cut
do
that. You can get yourself killed. And so they load you in the van, and you're cruising with the sheriffs out to the Camp Hill. You go into intake. They drive in, back the doors down, and then you get out. It's immediately stand on the line. So you're cuffed up in your belt around your stomach, and you're cuffed to that. And if you deviate from that line, your shoulder's not on the wall, they're going to push your ass into the wall. Or they're going to knock you out and then pin you against the wall and just kind of shove you down the wall. So it's a lot of yelling the entire time. And it's essentially, I'm going to say, it's the equivalent to boot camp in prison. They're trying to break you down, scare the shit out of you so you're docile.
Yeah.
And they go in, they line you up, they yell your name, you come over, get your cuffs off, walk you down the line. They go in, they'll line 3 or 4 up at a time. Everyone's stripped down, so you're just in a line. So it's, mouth, behind your ears, through your hair, lift them, lift both of them, turn around, both your feet, spread your cheeks, squat, cough, in the shower. No curtain, turn the water on, they give you delousing.
And just so I can be clear what people are doing, you didn't just come off the street. You didn't come nowhere. You could have brought a bunch of crazy contraband.
From county jail in cuffs.
You're coming from prison to prison in cuffs the entire time, and they still make you strip down to butthole. They do it when you get to county too. They strip you down to butthole, make you cough and dehumanize you as much as possible, and then they give you a number.
Absolutely. And then you no longer are. I'm no longer Anthony Young. I'm then for. Actually, it's been almost 3 years, and I still am inmate MQ6118.
It doesn't change.
No.
Never changes.
Never. MQ6118. That's your number, and that's what you'll be called. If they can't pronounce your last name, or if they don't care enough to know your last name, you're that number for the rest of your time there. And so after you get all this, they'll box up your stuff in a cardboard box, and they take all of your clothes that belongs you came with. So you have your wedding band or a watch that's expensive, and they'll tell you, okay, it's going to be like $125 to mail this home, or we can incinerate it.
Yeah.
And I didn't have shit. I was going to burn everything. I don't need these clothes. But there's people that have a Rolex there and have no money on their books. And they're like, yo, I don't have family. If I do this, I'm $125.
That's not getting burned.
They don't burn that. I've seen a man go up with Jordans on and seen a CO wearing them walking out of the jail 2 weeks later. If it comes in, you say incinerate, that's them theirs. Yeah. That's free jewelry. I guess
that's pickable because it's just garbage at that point.
At that point, it's compost. It's not like they're breaking the law. It's
got to be theft, man.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
So then they'll call you in the back room. They'll go through your box and stuff, look at all your pictures, make sure any contraband you came up with. And then they sit you down and sit down and take pictures of all of your tattoos individually. And then ask you about any of them that they think are gang related, which... Most of mine, anything is just gang related to these people. Because, literally everything. I have, because I have a pentagram on my shoulder, I was a pagan, and I was like, no, I was just young and stupid.
Young and dumb. Yeah. Oh, man.
And just all it. Because I have a 13, I'm apparently MS-13. No, I was 16 years old.
Yeah, Mexican,
cool. Yeah. And so then they'll pull you in the office, and they'll ask you a bunch of questions about your charge, basically you're no longer going to be here, it's your first time. It's the first one person that's going to be cool with you is the dude that does all your information on your start sheet. And he's just asking essentially how much time you doing, do you know when your minimum is, do you have triple RI, things like that. And then they push you back in your line, and they walk you through the entirety of the compound. And I was, like, the elephant in the room, so to speak, there. I had gotten sent upstate with, like, an 8-inch bright orange mohawk.
Oh, God.
I never got it cut off, so I'm out there, and they're like, look at the pony boy! We gonna get you on B-block!
Oh, my God.
And, like, at this point, I've got some time. I had grown up when I was 23 years old, and I was like, test me. I know how this works. My first thing in here, you're gonna punch me. I'm gonna fight the dog. Like, I don't know anything about this. I'm fighting to kill. Like,
right.
And like that was the
I think that's an idea everyone goes to jail with too.
Absolutely.
Like when you get to jail, you have to fight somebody.
Yeah, and as soon as I'm out there and there's people with every line yelling shit like that, I was like, man, this is about to be rough. Like,
yeah.
Bro, I'm not even gonna hold you, because I'd gone my first day of testing, blood testing, getting your eye work, all that done. Every CEO that see me would say some crazy shit, and you can't say anything back. They will pull you in a room without a camera, beat the brakes off you, put your ass back there, and that's when you fell.
Yeah.
And like. So, the end of my first day, I was in my cell. My safety razor was chopping orange out my hair.